You know, they got an advantage of 4:45, and all the pressure was on the UAE Team Emirates, but they were loving it. They were smiling, they were chatty, they were having fun until Micah came up and said, knock that off, keep concentrating on the job to be done, and they've done a cracking job today. Okay, this man's finished it off, but we know what he's capable of, but it's all that hard work that's gone into getting him to where he was in the Sermano, and then there's nothing anybody could do. Evenepoel just looked when he went, no reaction, no nothing. They knew, and Evenepoel was right to second place, but third place definitely up for grabs, and we're going to see a good race for it.
That little stretch, Robbie, just a couple of seconds ago, is the first moment where I've seen anything even approximating relaxation by this man. He wanted this to be big.
He definitely wanted to be big. He loves to put on a good show. He's an absolute entertainer, Tadej Pogacar. It's not always just about the result, it's the way in which it's done. It's who finishes behind him. He'll be very proud to stand on the podium with Remco Evenepoel, and whoever will get third.
And here come the smiles. Goodness me. Take away the S and it's Miles, isn't it? And that is what he is in the distance from just about anybody else. He's a remarkable person and indeed a phenomenal athlete. And he is showing the cycling world what greatness means. He's defining it for the era. 2.4 kilometres from home. And Remco Evenepoel, fabulous rider in his own right, former world champion, double Olympic champion, time trial world champion, of course, reigning as we speak. But it's Tadej Pogacar that's reigning on his parade. Behind, Pavel Sivakov with Leonard van Eetveld and Enric Mas have been tagged by a group of chargers who will indeed challenge them for third place. But it's about the win. And it was also about when. And when we got to Sormano, we were saying, well, this is indeed the launch pad. You want some of that? Have some of this?
This is Ciccone now, catching up to Sivakov, Mas and Leonard van Eetveld. And it was, in fact, Bauke Mollema who was attacking on the flat before this climb. And Ciccone just sitting in that group, getting a bit more of a relaxed ride into the climb. He's jumped away from the rest and put himself in the mix for third. He's going to try, but he's blocked. So he's going to try and go up and over the top straight away.
Ciccone's your man out of this group, I would imagine. He certainly looks the freshest of them. I remember a few years ago when he was a youngster, just coming to the fore, and yeah, I don't think the Italian press believed in him. Well, he's a podium today. There's no shame in that, behind Pogacar and Evenepoel. The Flamme Rouge is here, and Ciccone is attacked, and he's leaving them in his wake. Here we go. Third place. You know, in this company, that is something to behold. Tadej Pogacar, 800 metres remaining. Turns on to this big boulevard right now. He has a left-hander to bring him to the line. And the smiles tell it all. And just look how fresh he is. That's a fact. And he has so many to his name, it's almost too many to list. But maybe amongst the greatest of them is that this will be his 25th victory in 57 days of racing. This is an era that's being defined by this man, and nobody can take it away from him. He is a phenomenon. He's almost a definition of the word itself. Be proud and be pleased that you're witnessing this with us. Tadej Pogacar. Is he the greatest ever? He might just be. But there are still more chapters to be written, of which this, Lombardia, is the latest. Chapeau, sir. That was remarkable. He lifts the bike only after the line, so the clock is stopped upon him, and the gap is significant. He thinks of everything, this man.
Well, he is the world's best cyclist. The rainbows, they say that, but the way in which he rides, how he performs, the way he does everything to do with his profession, he is the best in the world.